We're all here because we've fallen in love with a curly-haired vampire. He's witty, sarcastic, impish, and, well, perfect. A morally gray hottie who would burn the world down for us. Some of us love him as a spawn, covering our bed in rose petals on a random Wednesday. Some of us love him as an ascendant, our perfect dom and dark master who will ensure we'll spend an eternity in each other's arms. And then some of us are like me and we swing both ways. Though, I'll be fair, I do enjoy being a dark consort just a touch more often. But I'm a little sub who writes dark romances for book talk girlies, so I'm not going to apologize. However, I am here today for a viewer request. As you know, if you've been here before, one of my top videos is my Astarion Approvals Only run, which I made every single one of Astarion's first approval choices to prove to the world that he isn't as evil as people made him out to be. And I successfully proved my point. Faye has some evil moments, but he's not the evil monster that too many jealous men on Reddit like to paint him out to be solely because they dislike the fact that a non-Chad can get all the ladies. The good men get it. And they also get it from their own ladies because they actually get women. But there are some people who think the mod is using an outdated wiki. It's not. It's reading the active game code, cross-referencing where it looks for the points on the code against the dialogue script. Which is why, 1, sometimes it displays points that are still in the code, but they're non-active because they were left from older builds. For example, Shadowheart disapproving of Astarion biting us during spicy times. 2, why sometimes it says not found in all caps for dialogue patches that are past patch 6. It's because the new dialogue in patch 7 is not in the mod as a reference point to look for code pluses and minuses. So the mod doesn't know what to display because it needs to look based on the script that it's reading. If it had been hand-keyed for a set script following the wiki exactly, it wouldn't need to pull reference points. It would just display only what was keyed at the points that it was told to be keyed. And it wouldn't look for anything else, so it wouldn't be prompted to display not found. Which BTW is a female dog in heat, especially for the new endings. But you'll see what I mean when we get to that Viper episode. Or maybe I'll put in a clip right here since you're all being such good darlings for our Dark Lord. I want to show you that the mod works, specifically on the requested scene, Astarion versus Castor. So I'm going to show you this scene, not at 100% approval rating with Astarion. That way, when the cutscene ends, his approvals and disapprovals will pop up in that side action bar. First, I'll show you keeping him as a spawn, so you can see that +3 that was in the original video is accurate. Then I will do the Ascended path, which will answer Megan's question of if Astarion has a passive approval for Ascending, and or if the mod is actually inaccurate in what it displays. Please keep in mind, I am an Ascended girly, so I'm not looking to sway anyone to become a spawn girly, nor am I looking to give fuel to the debate on which side is better. Y'all do you, but keep it classy in the comments and make sure you follow the community guidelines. And if you have a request or a question, be sure to ask it on here or in our Discord, which I'll link in the description below. Before we dive in, I just need one more thing to click. You. Please click that subscribe button. Right now, we're in an epic boss fight of our own community against the YouTube overlords. They seem to think that only 10% of returning viewers are ever going to subscribe. And I think we can totally kick their peaches and prove them wrong. And with that, grab an iced drink, because Shirtless Astarion in 2 versions is going to get us a little hot. And let's dive in.
No healing soup for you. Wake up! Get your hands off me, worm! I'm not the one in the dirt. One last thrust, and I'll be free of you. I'll never have to fear you again. But if I finish the ritual you started, I'll never have to fear anyone. Ever. You think me a fool? That I would allow anyone to usurp me, speak the words, and ascend in my place? The runes I carved into your flesh bind you and all 7,000 souls to the ritual. Complete it, and those bearing the scars will be sacrificed, you included. You are simply a means to an end. I made you to be consumed.
I am so much more than what you made me. I can do this, but I need your help. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. These people died years ago. Trust me on that. All that's left are feral spawn, desperate for blood. If we release them, how many people will they kill? Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands? But if they die and I ascend, I won't have to rely on the parasite to walk in the sun. I'll be free. Truly. Completely free. Isn't that what you want? You're right. I can be better than them. But I'm not above enjoying this.
Is it over? Is he...
Yes. He's gone.
What does that mean for us?
It means you have a choice. You can hide here, living in the shadows like parasites. Or you could be more than what he made us to be. You can choose differently, of course. But the consequences are on your head.
And what does it mean for them?
Now that is a question.
Cazador's staff controlled everything during the ritual. If it controls the cells too, you could decide their fate.
If you release those ravenous starvelings, the city's poorer quarters will be their feast hall.
The poor wretches in the cells are innocent. They shouldn't have to suffer just because I lured them here. They'll need someone to lead them. Take the tunnels into the Underdark. Find somewhere, well, not safe, but less perilous.
What? No, we...
Just try to keep them out of trouble. I think we're done here. Let's go. No healing soup for you. Wake up!
Get your hands off me, worm!
I'm not the one in the dirt. One last thrust. And I'll be free of you. I'll never have to fear you again. But if I finish the ritual you started, I'll never have to fear anyone. Ever.
You think me a fool? That I would allow anyone to usurp me, speak the words, and ascend in my place? The runes I carved into your flesh bind you and all 7,000 souls to the ritual. Complete it, and those bearing the scars will be sacrificed, you included. You are simply a means to an end. I made you to be consumed.
I am so much more than what you made me. I can do this, but I need your help. I need your eyes, in a manner of speaking.
What do you think you are doing?
I'm making what you made me. Use the parasite. Link your mind to mine. Through your eyes, I can see the scars on my back, and copy them onto his.
You would not dare!
I would. And I will. You will be consumed, and all the power you've lusted after will be mine.
Take the power you are owed, Astarion. Whatever the cost.
Help me do this. Please.
Your minds join and your two selves become one. You can feel the knife in your hand, see the scars on his back, and taste his hunger for power.
Yes. Yes. I see it.
What are you doing? Don't! Ah!
No! Oh, no! There. Perfect.
Ungrateful child! Wretched child!
Time to take your place. Dulce Dominus, has animas offero in sacrificio.
Some destinies require sacrifice. Do as you must.
I can feel it. I can feel their power flowing into me. Nunc volo potestantem quam policitus es mihi. That ache in my stomach, that hunger, it's gone. I'm free. I'm finally free! Oh! Oh, it feels delicious. I did. We did. Come on, let's get out of here. I have a brand new world to explore.
So, as you can see, the mod does work correctly. Keep in mind, the majority of companions only have approvals for the ending that was considered their, quote, good ending. Or some might even say their, quote, most canon, as it's typically the ending that lines up best with completing every single quest, while saving the largest number of people, and gaining the most people to help in the final boss battle. So knowing that, I'm not surprised he only approves of staying a spawn, as that happens to save the most lives. He does have approvals in his romance that are unique to being ascended, however.
But we mustn't rush these things. You may need time to adjust. Shall we have one last night together, before you join me in immortality? One for the road, so to speak. Then come with me, my love, and live your final night.
All of which revolve around spending forever together, as well as this cute little reference to us dying in each other's arms one day.
Tell me, Balspawn, how do you wish to die? One night in thousands of years, you shall watch the stars collapse in the heavens, in each other's arms, and be broiled to the bone. Then Lord Baal shall claim what was long overdue.
How romantic.
Whereas he doesn't have any romance unique ones as Spawn after Cazador. Only disapprovals if you dump him. So romance-wise, if we're going based off approvals, Ascended would be the most complete story. Whereas if we're going only story-wise, staying a Spawn is the most complete. A perfect example of how both of them are him, and both of them are valid options. And before we go, if you love dark romance and you want both the vampire who'll cherish you while being a good guy, and the vampire who'll burn the world down for you because you're his true love and he's the god of all vampires, well then you'll love my Gemstone Soul series. It is spicy. Like, at least 40% of each book is spicy scenes. So, adults only. It's a dark poly vampire romance series, and all of the main characters are bi or pan. And with that, I want to thank you for being here today. because gaming and writing, they're my passions. And with subscribers like you, I get to share those passions. And I hope you'll join me again in the next one. And good night, darling.
And now you're all mine. And I'm all yours. Until morning, at least.